Welcome back to the 888poker.com Tour Championship. We're at Prince's on the Kent coast for the finale of the 2013 PGA EuroPro Tour season. And what a finale it's turning out to be. Real smuggling territory, many centuries gone by. And I wonder who's going to smuggle the title away today. So much could change on the order of merit. So much could change for these young players over these next few holes.
Yeah, of course, there's 18 holes, and that's what it comes down to. These final of the order of merit, top 5 get playing privileges.
There we go. Gavin's de-lofting the club as he does best, really ripping it out through, and look
Wow.
at that for an iron shot.
Oof. Our first look at Richard Wallace. Moved himself to 7 under, needs a good result, maybe 2 or 3 in terms of his finish if he wants to get into that top 5. He's really in a battle with the likes of Paul McKechnie for his card, and we'll see how that develops.
And what an amazing year he had, didn't he? Going on to shoot 59 in an event just after winning on his first win on the PGA EuroPro Tour. Vigidi, he'll stay at 10 under.
And loving his new putter.
Yeah, he is. He's stroking it really well.
It's amazing what just getting a new putter can do to your game. It gives you a different outlook, doesn't it? It makes you a little more positive, and you know, if you fall out of love with your putter, I'm afraid it has to go into the bag of indecisions.
Yes, it does indeed. And everyone's got a bag of that.
Bateman the Kiwi just slotting one. And back to Wallace. It's all looking good. Well, sometimes we can be a little disappointed with the tension that you get in the final round. Doesn't always produce the best golf, but I tell you what, lads, today they are ripping it up.
We're going to be in for a treat, that's for sure.
Go on. Oliver Farr, not wanting to miss out on the party.
Fire.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Look at you, Ross. Very good, my friend.
Still not giving too much away, the Welshman, who hails from Shropshire.
Can Gavin's reply? No, this would be a great one. Oh, he's a little bit out. Hold on.
Oh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me.
A lot of movement with the body over that putt then. I mean, unfortunately, he didn't stay still enough. And stroke wide, it didn't go in the right direction.
I thought they were going to go toe-to-toe on that green, but not quite. Lovely strike from Wallace. Looks very calm and confident as he heads out onto his back 9.
It's like the course it's 2 very different 9s. One goes out one direction and the other goes the other direction. You can get caught by the breezes and the changing of the tide.
Well, it's so extreme. I mean, it really is. I mean, the wind has been so strong, and it doesn't look like it's that strong out there, but it's totally in a different direction, which plays oh my God, look at this. Well, that helped him.
Clever boy, Mr. Hemstock, clever boy.
Very good.
Look at this beautiful blue skies above Simon Lilly. Players won't be concentrating on the great scenery here in Kent today.
And I tell you what, yesterday it was nothing like that. These guys had to play wind and rain the lot. They had every element you could think of chucked at them. Unbelievable. Look at it today. Beautiful.
But we still saw good scoring. I mean, Farr and Gavin's in with 65s apiece. Amazing.
Slow putt here for Wallace from off the green. Really got to hit it hard up that slope, and then it runs away at the end.
It's a great pace putt.
Yeah, good enough in the end for a solid par, so Wallace remains at 8 under. Here's our leader, though. Michael McGeady, along with playing partner Oliver Farr, in the joint lead.
Just lowers it plane quite a bit on his downswing, and that helps him hit the lower and slightly drawing flight, which he made that second shot with.
Yeah, lag is everything. You can see it in McGeady's swing there. Lags it beautiful, real drop in, like you said, Ross. Perfect. Perfect for links golf, and he's used to it, obviously being an Irishman. Windy weather, all the crazy weather up there, and he has to deal with it.
Well, they don't call it the Emerald Isle because it's sunny and warm.
That's true.
And then Gavin's has started the day with that single shot lead, just dropped off the pace a bit, trailing by 2 to Farr and McGeady, but I think he's still got a bit in the tank.
Yeah, chucking darts out there. 2 great shots into that green.
Fabulous stuff. Lilly for birdie Right to left at the end, come on. Thank you.
Oh, just got there. He's had his Weetabix.
Game face on for Simon Lilly. Hasn't played as many events as some of the other players this season, but when he has turned up, he's played well.
Well, Hemstop, after his great approach shot, can he finish it? Oh, what a great birdie. If you could get those putts every hole, I think you might do all right.
I love it when you get technical, John. Now then, the Kiwi, Harry Bateman, surely one of the players up for Rookie of the Year this year, which is gathering momentum as the seasons go on. That is an award people want on their CV, and he has a chance.
McGeady, leader. Those closest to him are, well, quite close to the flag, both with possible chances of birdies.
Lovely, lovely stuff.
Tell you what, like Ross said earlier, when it comes to a new putter, you get a different feel, different confidence, looks squarer, looks nicer, all that type of stuff comes into play, and my goodness, they can roll in nicely.
Can't believe it, we've seen one miss. I mean, the opening half a dozen holes or so, the golf has been absolutely top quality.
Yeah, they've been draining them for fun. But don't let us down, Mr. Gavins.
He's not having it all his own way today, and from that sort of distance, well, we've talked about it before during the course of this season, he can sometimes get into a little funk from that area. Let's see if he can pick himself up, though.
Stayed lovely and still over that one, but just didn't have the journey.
Yeah, just needed that little bit extra, but far. This is a big putt now. Momentum well in his favour here if this one goes in.
Oh yes, beautifully done, and this final group really sparking off each other, and that has set up what could be a stunning finale to this season.
Third shot at the par 5 7th. Little trouble off the tee for Simon.
It takes his medicine and gives himself a chance at a birdie, which is what is needed.
Yeah, one of the keys to a links golf course, be prepared to take your medicine. It will save you a lot of heartache in the long run. Young Harry, beautiful finish. Oh, get in!
Get in there, you
that one has
little
crept
beauty.
up on us, and it's crept up on him. He's not aware of it, but now he is. Hole in one at the Tour Championship for the New Zealander.
Good man. And I tell you what, the clubhouse is going to be busy after this. He's got an expensive round to buy.
He is smiling. Let's take another look at this one, Ross.
Yeah, just, well, no more than a 9-iron. High into the air, lots of spin at the end, and the draw shape and the wind helping it come back, and well, it was like a perfect little putt the way it went in.
Yeah.
That was a really delicious hole-in-one.
Yeah, definitely. That was pure and simple bliss. Great to watch.
Well, we have had it all now, and we're not even halfway through this final round. What a day's golf so far here at Prince's, and another beautiful shot. This time from Oliver Farr, our new leader, out on his own on 11 under.
This isn't an easy golf course. I mean, these boys, their standard of golf is so good. Well, let me down there.
Oh, McGeady now has got to come over this ridge. It's down and away. Pin is so cut close to him. He's got such a difficult shot, all depending on the lie, what he can kind of do with it. But then, as we can see, Gavin's with all his upper body strength here, ripping it through the long grass. But he too leaving himself quite a lot of work to be done.
And both Gavins and McGeady blinking, I'm afraid, at the 6th. And that's given Farr a bit of breathing space. Can he capitalise? Wallace then, looking to kick on. Beautiful contours to this fairway.
Managing to just get to the front edge. You can see the outer bounds tight down the right-hand side on that 12th.
Lilly for 9 under.
Has he got another? No.
Lucky.
You take that. I mean, trouble off the tee, come away with a par. As long as you're not dropping anything out on this golf course, that's the main thing. Now here we go. Now, what has he got in store for us? He's got to land this short, slightly on the downslope, pop through. Go on, be careful. Slow down a little bit, though. Well, I tell you what, that's pretty much the best he could have done. Wind behind him at the back. If that was into wind, he could have probably played the flop shot up there and landed it soft. But and there's Gavin's as well. I mean, this is a great chip, is it?
Go on.
Oh, my God, how good is that?
It is all happening in this final round. Wonderful stuff. Wallace then, can he provide us with an eagle?
That's bound to go in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good try. Not easy on that sort of length. And, you know, strangely enough, you're thinking, I've got an eagle putt, I've got an eagle putt. Don't want to 3-putt, so you lag it.
It's so strange what goes on between that space between your ears when you're under pressure. Well, McGeady just tickling it back, but he's going to pay the consequences here, I'm afraid.
Well, that's big for McGeady because he was going in there with quite a lofted club and now coming away with a bogey where you've got Gavin's just slotted in an absolute cracking putt for birdie and now far leaving himself with not much for birdie. It's a big twist, that one.
Wallace in that chase for the top 5 spot.
So far, so good. Moves himself to 8 under. It's going to be very, very tight at the end of today. It's not just about winning the Tour Championship, it's about your advancement to the next level. And Oliver Farr, well, to that point, had acquitted himself very well, but just shows you how confident they are on these greens at the moment, giving it a lot of pace into the target.
Where's your man, the hole-in-one man? He's got to dig this one out.
It's a cruel game, isn't it? From hole-in-one to that.
Invariably, you know, it could be a bit of excitement. The adrenaline comes from holding a shot like that. You know, all of a sudden your situation changes. You're now 1 shot behind the lead. You know you're in contention, and you know you lose slight concentration. It doesn't take much.
You're dead right there, Ross. I mean, it's intense, and if you get, you know, lost a little bit, you know, you lose shots as well. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God, I thought we were going to have another one.
Unreal. And it was almost a carbon copy from Hemstock.
God, it was nearly where eagles pair.
Yeah. I tell you what, they're swinging it so well, these guys. Some great golf. They're saving their best golf to the end. Brilliant to see.
This is exquisite. Fantastic shot from Simon Lilly.
A little pitch up this 9th green. Looks like it's a pitching wedge, back foot, 9-iron. Just get it to release up the green. He's just a little heavy-handed with that one, and possibly still a little bit charged up from his hole-in-one on the previous hole.
Yeah, definitely when you get hole-in-ones, guys, you know, it does give you a bit of an adrenaline rush, you know.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that, John. You are, of course, referring to your magic on camera this season.
Oh, I wouldn't do such a thing.
We
No,
were
I don't know what
backing
you're
you to
talking
get
about.
one. We were backing you to get one in one of the features, and finally, what, 28th time you hit that one, and in it went. Sweet as a nut.
It was a good net 3, though, wasn't it?
Good. Look at you, Ross. That's not fair, man. You know it's hole-in-one. Take on the chin.
Trying to recover. Oh, no. And all that good work undone in the blink of an eye here at Prince's.
Wallace knows what he's got to do. These are the type of putts you got to hole. 20-footers is what makes you money.
Oh, go
Have
on.
it. There you go. What a great putt.
Back-to-back birdies then from Wallace. Gets him to 9 under. 2 shots back.
Exceptional golf. Lilly looking to move to double figures and join pretty distinctive club here. Well, certainly the veteran, or one of the veteran players out there today. And looks determined, doesn't he?
Well, he knows what he's got to do. He's been there, done that, you know, struggled, had massive highs and lows on Lilly, and now he's back here. But that, by Hemstock, unfortunately, from such a great tee shot, to miss such a small putt is demoralising, unfortunately.
Yeah, that'll count as a low, I'm afraid, for Billy. Now then, Farr. Can he just push it on another step? Still putting beautifully today, and the mini fist pump, it's starting to warm up nicely out there.
He's what, third in the order of merit, chasing for that #1 spot.
I tell you what, he's just made up for the last hole, which he missed. And can McGeady make up for it as well?
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Well, tremendous stuff from McGeady to recover. But for Oliver Farr, he's opened himself up a 2-shot lead on his nearest challengers. And keep an eye on Paul McKechnie, locked in that head-to-head for a top 5 order of merit finish against Wallace, Bateman and Hemstock. He's going along nicely, tied for 8th at the moment on 6 under.
So whilst the main event is happening on the other 18 holes, myself and John Morgan thought we'd come onto the Himalayas, 9 holes, where we can have a look at the kind of shots that the players will face or may face whilst they play in the Tour Championship. Now, what will happen quite often for an amateur like myself is I'll miss the green. And then you're faced with a dilemma. What shot do we play now? We're not that far from the pin, however, we do have some terrain, the Himalayas, to go over. John, what would I do here?
Well, this is the trick. You can only put in the practice, and, you know, it comes naturally to you what the field is going to be like, you know, if you're going to run it in there, putt it, or maybe lob it all the way. But I'd like you to go with the old chip and runner.
Okay, what I'm going to do now is what I see all good players do on the TV.
Yeah.
They get to their ball, and then they go and have a walk.
You're a good man.
Now, why do they do that? In fact, walk with me.
Well, I will walk with you.
So, is this just about feeling the kind of shot you've got to play?
I mean, as you're coming up here, while you're running it, you can see the undulations, how it's sloping, so you can see how much you've got to aim left or right, or up, how much uphill it is. Especially when you get to the top of it, now we can see, it actually falls away from you as well. So it's actually fast once it comes over. So
from down there, it looks as though the pin is just at the top of the hill.
I know.
So getting here now, you realise that you actually got to get it more up the hill and moving towards the pin.
Exactly, mate, and don't be afraid of it. I mean, luckily for us, the wind is in our favour, it's into, so we can float it up there. So come on, mate.
Talking of the wind, the weather is deteriorating in true link style. So this really is real simulation. Okay.
So you know your landing spot, you know the trajectory is going to come out, you just pitch it there and let Mother Nature take its course. I tell you what, that's going to be very good indeed. I would say probably that's about 6 or 7 foot. Now, we're going to putt this baby.
It's a similar shot, right?
Exactly a similar shot. You've got to hit it a little bit harder though, because it's going to run on the grass a lot. Like, well, not like that, you silly bugger. Come on.
Okay, we're going to putt this one.
Come on, think of your aim. I tell you what, that's up, and I tell you, that ain't bad, bud. Now, do what every amateur fears to do, which is get the lobber out.
This is the shot that feels like there's more that could possibly go wrong with this.
Yes, that's true. I would say, you know, keep it low centre of gravity is a definitely easier way. Now you're going to put it up in the clouds. But here we go. You're a 7 handicapper, you play all the time.
What is with the pressure you're trying to put on me?
I know, come on, man. I tell you what, I mean, you've just held on for dear life there, or that was coming back to our feet. But that just shows you that's not the right play, really. And honestly, I think we've done it right, mate. And you've done us proud.
So if you're ever on a links course and you short side yourself on the green, try and keep the ball as low as you can and running at the pin as quickly as you can.